Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for Game 2 here between ICC and Coahoma. If you're just now joining us, Indians picked up an 11-1 win in 7 innings in Game 1. Game 2 scheduled for 7 innings, and there are no run rules in these games, so we will play the full 7 here in Game 2. Taylor Tarver on the hill here for the Indians. And that First American National Bank comes your way at 5:29. And it's across for a strike. We did not get the lineup for Coahoma as that pitch in the dirt for a ball. So we'll be bringing you the names as we go here. And this is going to be Gadman. He did bat in that number 1 spot in the first game of the day. And that pitch missing for a ball. 2-1 now is the count.
Tarver, Adam Tarver is a sophomore right-hander out of Oxford, played at Lafayette High School on the year thus far.
That one in there for a strike, 2-2 now.
1 appearance, does not have any decisions, 1 in the 3rd innings pitched, 1 base on ball. That's all we got on him at this point.
2-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3.
Now we have a K on him.
So a nice way to start the contest there with the Renaissance Bank strikeout. As this is going to be number 5, Wilson coming to the plate here. So Wilson with 1 out and nobody on now will step into bat. Let's see that first pitch outside for a ball. Well, Brad, clouds moving into the area. I know there was rain. All of a sudden, wasn't rain in the forecast from Wednesday, and then all of a sudden today it popped up, said rain expected tomorrow, but getting a little cloudy here in Fulton late in the afternoon into the evening.
Yeah, clouding up. Sun came out a little while earlier in Game 1 and kind of warmed things up a little bit as that one's fouled back over the netting. But clouds are coming out and the wind's blowing, a little cooler out there. So still time, though, to come out and join us and get a Brother Chris burger.
I had one between games, and it was outstanding. Brad is very disciplined in his meal selection. As this 2-2 pitch fouled off, and we'll stay at 2-2.
Hard to do that when you smell the grill back there and knowing those Brother Chris burgers and how good they are. And, I mean, I tell you, it's just it's hard to lay off.
So that pitch, speaking of laying off, good job there laying off that one. 3-2 now is the count.
Excellent.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here from Tarver. And this one fouled off and back, and we'll stay at 3-2. Yeah, I'm really hoping that they don't sell out of those burgers, and I can pick up a couple and let that be my supper tonight.
Absolutely. If not, you can go by Little Caesars, pick up a pizza.
One of the 800 that I owe you. 3-2 pitch, and it misses outside wide, and that'll be a one-out walk issued to Wilson. And that's going to bring number 40, Mulheisen, back to the plate.
Number 40, Logan Mulheisen.
As he will dig in with a runner on first, one out here in the top of the first inning. That pitch for a strike. 1-0 is the count here to Mulheisen. So Tarver on the hill here for the Indians. Runner at first with one out. That ball in dirt blocked up nicely there by Bain, who is catching here again in game 2. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runner at first. There's a dribbler. Second base is going to get 1. Can he get 2? Throw across the way, and yes, it is. Well, they ended the first inning like they did the first inning of game 1, only this time it was a 4-6-3 Little Caesars double play. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of the first. Back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set to move to the bottom of the first inning. Mulheisen will be on the hill here for Coahoma and get to start in game 2. Same exact lineup we had in game 1 for the Indians. Capobianco, Martin Knowledge, and Verdon scheduled up here in the bottom of the first. Brad, you got any numbers there on Mulheisen?
Mulheisen is a freshman out of Marrero, Louisiana, Archbishop Shaw High School. So he does have, as that one's fouled back, first pitch for strike 1, 5 appearances on the year, 1 win, 1 loss, and that 1 win was a complete game win. 21 2/3 innings pitched, 28 hits given up, 25 runs, 16 base on balls, 16 Ks for an 8.31 ERA.
That pitch up high for a ball. First pitch was at 81. That one was at 80, so got a little bit more speed than we saw in the first game of the day from the pitching staff of Coahoma. 1-1 now is the count. That one just missing inside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count here to the second baseman, Drew Capobianco. So the 0-2 pitch. Cap pops this one up, right fielder. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to it. Is it going to be out of here? No, it's not. Center fielder actually came back underneath it, and Cap's going to go for 3. And he will be there with ease.
Yeah, that was good hustle off the bat right there from Drew Capobianco. I mean, he hit it very solid, and as you mentioned, the center fielder just wasn't able to get there to make the catch. So that's a good triple leadoff hit right there for the Indians, and a triple.
Yeah, I actually thought it was more towards the 365 mark, and it actually kind of started hooking back towards the center fielder, and center fielder did everything he could to get to it, so credit to him just to hustle that one down. And now this is going to be Martin Olich at the plate, and he stands in there and takes that first pitch for a strike.
Yeah, breaking pitch coming in from Mulhausen, and kind of more of a slider action kind of looked like there, but did caught the inside part of the plate for 0-1 count there from Martin Olich.
Marty looks at that one low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. We do have a final in game 2 of softball. We'll give you to that after this. This pitch fouled back. 1-2 now is the count. Softball completes the sweep of Coahoma with an 8-2 win in game 2. So 8-2 the win there. Martin Olich hammers this one to the right side. Right fielder's going to give chase, and it will get down. And so 1-2 will stay the count.
Yeah, Martin Olich trying to take that outside pitch to right field. Good idea right there, but just on the other side of the foul line out there. So 1-2 count, as you mentioned.
No outs in the inning. It was a triple to start us off here by Drew Capobianco. Indians trying to strike early here in game 1. Martin Olich puts the bat on this one, and the left fielder will come in, and they're going to test his arm, and the throw is going to be way too strong, and that will be a sacrifice fly.
Yeah, that one kind of in on the hands of Martin Olich there. He did what he could with it and just kind of muscled that thing out there to left field and was able to get a sac fly out of it. And Capobianco with that leadoff triple able to tag up and score the first run of the game.
That sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminded you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. That first pitch high for a ball, as this is Verdong, the third baseman, at the plate here for the Indians. So that pitch missing. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Nobody on here after that sacrifice fly. Pushes the run across. Verdong looks at that one across for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. Nice little location on that off speed there.
Yeah, kind of getting a little slider action off speed.
Coming back in with the fastball on the inside. 3-1 now is the count.
Good eye there by Verdong, able to work that to a 3-1 count.
And that one right down the middle, and Verdong was just taking the whole way that time and wasn't really looking for that pitch.
No, I don't think he was. Again, that was some type of off-speed breaking pitch.
And that'll be a 1-out walk issued to Verdong, and he'll scamper down to first. And now this will bring Bain to the plate here for the Indians.
Number 14, Gray Bain.
Bain catching again here in game 2. Wind starting to pick up now, actually blowing out to dead center. It's been blowing out of the ballpark all day today, more towards left than center, but that pitch in there for a strike as they look the runner back to first. Mulhausen doing a good job of filling up the zone here early on. Just tends to fall behind, and especially after ICC is able to foul off some pitches.
Ooh.
And that one hit him. That's my bad. I was talking good about him, and I'll own that one.
Well, that pushes runners to first and second now with 1 out, and Jackson Lee coming to the plate.
So Lee playing in right field here in game 2. Trying to get the bats fired up here for the Indians. They already have 1 run to score. So that pitch high and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. We'll be back here Saturday, and if you know anything about JUCO baseball, well, you know it's going to be a fun one. Pearl River coming to town. A pretty intense rivalry. You know, it used to be baseball only, but now it's really starting to pick up in soccer, volleyball, as this pitch is hit to the right side, and it's going to be trouble. Nope, just foul. And it's kind of weird to think, and I know now that the state's open and we don't have the North and South anymore, we used to meet a lot in the playoffs. And so that kind of what sparked that rivalry to start with, but now that every sport's kind of playing everybody, that intensity, that rivalry has really grown over the years with Pearl River.
Yeah, they got I know a lot of those folks down there at Pearl River, and I respect a lot of them, and got some good programs down there, good coaches, good leaders down there, and Dr. Breerwood does a fantastic job. So as that is taken for ball 2 right there. But softball always has a good rivalry with Pearl River, and that'll happen on Saturday as well when they travel down there. Football, they did great this year in Pearl River and turned things around a little bit. And then basketball, we've battled with them. So you're right, it's kind of turned into a little rivalry. That's the 3rd ball right there, ball 3. And so it'll be interesting. If you're looking for some good baseball, come out Saturday to the park here.
Most definitely. 3-1 now is the count. This is Lee at the plate here for the Indians. Runners on first and second. We're in the bottom of the first with 1 out. And that one missing low, and now we'll have bases loaded here after a walk and a hit by pitch and followed by a walk again. And here comes Bo Rock. This is a guy, I really like Bo when he's in the bat. Because you look at him, he's a big dude, so you're thinking, automatically think power. And I know I've talked about this before, but very patient batter. I don't know if I'm his size with his power that I have the patience that he has. But he does a great job of working counts in his favor and then hitting what the pitchers give him.
Yeah, I mean, of course, last game he was hit by pitch twice and then, of course, had that huge double where he smoked it out there into right center. And very patient, and he can turn on one in a skinny minute.
So that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, you think of most power hitters, you know, they're thinking swing. I want to hit this thing. I want to hit it far. But that's not really Bo's mentality.
No, he's got a good eye up there at the plate. He's taught patience and done very well with that as he takes ball 2 right there. Not up there overly aggressive, just waiting for his pitch, waiting for the one to drive. And that's what you want hitters to do. I mean, you got to be patient up there, whether you're a power hitter or not. You got to go up there with the patience to be able to hold back and not swing at those balls and wait for that strike.
That pitch missing inside. 3-0 now is the count here to Rock. So bases are loaded, nowhere to put him here. 1 out in the bottom of the first. And taking the whole way that time, now the count goes 3-1. Of course, baseball in his DNA. As waits this 3-1 pitch here. Sends this one out to left field, and it's back and just off the, it's caught. But it will score the run.
He did a great job with that pitch. It was an outside pitch, and he took it to left field. Did an excellent job with that and drove it in the right direction. And the left fielder had to kind of make a grab over his head there, and it was at the warning track most definitely. And so it was able to be a sac fly, and Bo able to grab an RBI already here in the first inning.
It looked like it was just over the head of the left fielder, but he did do a good job of kind of stretching out, maybe even bouncing the ball back to himself that time, because that was kind of an awkward catch as that pitch inside on the hands for ball 1. Second sacrifice fly of the inning here by the Indians, being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Indians up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. That pitch catches the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Runners on first and second here for the Indians. They're up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first.
Ooh.
And another one that nearly hits him. So I don't know what Settlemyers did, but Mulheisen didn't like it.
Yeah, Settlemyer's had a single and a double, two-run double his last game. So he may be thinking about that two-run double he had.
So winning the 2-1 offering here with 2 outs. Runners on first and second for the Indians. And this one popped up. Center fielder starts back. Now he's going to have to jog in on it. Will do so and squeeze it for out number 3. But the Indians do get a pair of sacrifice flies to take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for Coahoma. ICC trying to complete the sweep of the Tigers here after picking up a 11-1 win in game 1 in 7 innings. Softball, they got the sweep today down in Coahoma.
Number 34, Donovan Sheed.
As this is going to be Sheed coming to the plate now. Batting in that 4 spot for the Tigers. That first pitch on the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. This is Tarver on the hill here for the Indians. And that one follows suit right there. 0-2 now is the count here on Sheed. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs, top of the second. And that one in the dirt, couldn't get him to chase one there. 1-2 now is the count to Sheed. Lights are on here at Crescent Field, and I know I say it every game, Brad, and people are probably like, Gore, shut up, as there's a strike 3. But it's hard to beat this place at night, especially with the lights on here at Crescent Field.
Oh, it definitely is. It's a great setting. It's always been a great backdrop back there with the pine trees and the other trees that are out there. And then, of course, now with the new scoreboard that we've got. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful setting out here. We're very fortunate as Cartwright comes to the plate and takes ball 1. But again, yeah, you're right. And then, of course, even when it warms up and as we get closer to that good warm baseball weather, as I call it, it's even better.
Yes. That's what we're hoping for this weekend. A little bit of warm weather. It's 2-0 now is the count here to Cartwright. That one across for a strike. Yeah, that brings up a good question. What type of background do you prefer in baseball? Yeah, I'm a Pirates guy, and you like to point that out every opportunity you get. But I will argue with anybody as that pitch across for a strike that the Pirates have one of the most pretty backgrounds in baseball. Of course, that's if you compare it to our game, that's not saying a lot. But you got the bridge, the city landscape behind it. There's a grounder to second, and the throw over in time, 4-3. You like that, or are you a St. Louis guy where you got the arch in the background?
If you're talking background,
yeah, just scenic view.
I mean, because when I think of a ball field, I always go back to Fenway, and I think of the Monster Green Monster.
Yep.
And of course, it's hard to see over the Monster, and just with the view you have there, as that one's fouled back out of play right there down the right field line. This is going to be Singley, by the way, who was pitching the first game. But yeah, I mean, St. Louis they do with the arch, and as far as out beyond the fence, they have a great strike 2 right there, quickly 0-2 on Singley. They do have a great, look out there. But I'm going to, Duty Noble.
Yep. So 0-2 pitch in the dirt, missing 4 ball, and I will say Notre Dame is not picturesque whatsoever. It's just kind of put in the corner of the stadium. You've got the rugby fields and actually they have a net up. That way the ball won't go into the alumni stadium behind it as this pitch is popped up. Trouble. Center fielder, though, Robertson's going to come in and make the play. So it's a 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the second. We'll take a break and come back, continue that conversation. Hit us up on Twitter. Let us know what you think some of the more nice-to-view fields are throughout the country. And we'll take a look from Cagle Eye Center and more and be back right after this.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we head to the bottom of the second inning, ICC up in this one 2-0 in Game 2 against Coahoma. Continue our conversations about scenic baseball parks. Of course, I'll have to speak on part of Lee Adams and C.J. Adams. They're Cubs fans. It's always a cool little park to go visit, and I've actually been to more Cubs games than I've been to Pirates games. As that pitch high for a ball.
Well, another one that did come to mind is San Francisco Giants. You've got the Bay Area out there. You got the bay behind it. They got that big glove or mitt out there, but you got the water behind it out there in right field when they hit a home run. And as that ball is grounded to second, good play made over there at second and throws and gets the out there, gets Hancock out. But when San Francisco built that new stadium, it's not the old one that they had. Candlestick. Thank you. But,
which was a good part, too.
Oh, it was. But that's very scenic to me.
So now this will be Ty Robertson coming to the plate, center fielder, who made that final out to end the second inning. So that pitch across but missing high for a ball, like it was right down the middle there, but 1-0 is the count. I will say I've been to the White Sox Park, not scenic at all.
Haven't been to that one.
It's just, there's a hard hit ball. Right fielder going to give chase, makes a diving effort, can't find it. This will go for extra bases here for Ty as he's going to slide in. They got him.
Yeah.
So that will be a single. Or how do you score that, Brad?
I'm going to score that as.
Because he never checked up, so I was going to call it a single, 8-2 on the putout.
Yeah, I would, but I'm like you never checked up.
So let's just go 8-2 on putout.
Yep, 8-2 put out.
And so now with 2 outs in the inning, this will go back to the top of the lineup here and Drew Capobianco. 1-0 is the count here after that first pitch. This one flared off to the left side. Left fielder is going to give chase and will make the play, and the Indians return serve with the 3-up, 3-down inning there in the bottom of the second. We'll take another timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this. And welcome back as we head back to the top of the third inning. ICC leading this one 2-0 after a pair of 3-up, 3-down innings there in the second.
Number 10, Aaron Holloway.
So we do have someone listening in or watching the broadcast right now, and she says, my favorite backdrop at a field is the Carrie Ball Williamson Recreation Center because you can see it from home plate. That would be our softball coach, Kelly Beth Ernest, coming back from Coahoma with a sweep. As that pitch missing low and outside for a ball.
I would, some people would even argue Omaha.
Yes.
Going out to Omaha with that setting out there, if you're for baseball, and once you make it to Omaha, you know, part of it's just the setting and the atmosphere of going out to Omaha, but a lot of people would argue that too.
That pitch inside for a ball, 3-1 now is the count here. This is Holloway at the plate.
And I think he's doing the catching today.
So Holloway will await this 3-1 offering in there for a strike. Now, if you want to talk about cool atmospheres, Texas A&M in baseball, especially whenever a pitcher starts walking people, they count. You know, you hear it sometimes. You know, I know our softball girls do it. But, you know, they'll do ball 4. They keep chanting it. And then if the next pitch is a ball, they go ball 5. And they keep chanting it. And the field is very compact and it's on top of you. And so get on YouTube and look those up. There's one time I think it went to ball 12 before the guy threw a strike. And it's just, as a pitcher, I'd be like, time, I want to come out, coach.
Good play by Rock over there in foul territory, and got over there and first base side there and was able to make the play right at the fence there.
I'll be honest with you, I thought it was getting out. That's the reason why I continued the conversation.
Well, I'm keeping us up here, Gore. You're okay.
I appreciate that.
I'm keeping us going.
So with one out now, this is going to be a shot right up the middle, and just did not take the bounce Martin Knowledge was looking for, and that will be the first hit of the game there for the Tigers. We didn't get their lineup before the game, so we didn't get a chance to
Number 3, Anthony Newsom.
see who that was. Newsom now coming to the plate. One out and a runner at first here. Top of the third, ICC leading 2-0. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball.
That was Garrett Smith, excuse me, the second baseman who drove that pitch back up the middle, and Martin Knowledge unable to, just kind of went under his glove as he dove forward. You take ball 2 right there. Almost made a play on it, but it was well struck. So that does bring a hit there, as you said, and a runner at first for Coahoma.
So 2-0 now is the count. One out and a runner at first. That pitch finds the corner of the plate for a strike. This is Tarver on the hill here for the Indians. Working with a 2-1 count in the top of the third inning. Game 2, as always, scheduled for 7. That one, carbon copy of the last pitch, and therefore a strike. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. Pickoff move to first, not in time. Newsom at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Yeah, great pitch right there by Tarver. Able to come up with the big K right there. That gets you 2 outs now.
Number 19, Cade Gadman.
And that's going to bring up Cade Gadman back up to the top of the lineup there, Adam.
Gadman struck out to start the contest. So he's looking to redeem himself here with 2 outs and a runner on first. ICC leading 2-0. Is that pitch in there for a strike? New sci-fi movie when bugs attack Dr. Boggs.
It's a gnat that was after me. It was a gnat, just hit me. It was like I thought it was a dragon.
So that first pitch in there for a strike. And this one lifted. It's going to drop for a base hit. Nice hit there by Gadman.
Yeah, nice place to put that ball. He was able to go down and get that, kind of lifted it over the third baseman's head. Hancock out there in left, able to cut it off and keep the runner at second. So good job there. That's now 2 hits on the inning for Coahoma, and that's going to bring up Wilson.
So Wilson will dig in with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. He walked in his first plate appearance of the game. Tarver looking for the exit here, getting set after checking the runner and just going to step off. And
that looked like I got their signs and signals mixed up because you got a runner at second, obviously changing up the signs and signals when you got a runner at second, trying not to pick up any signs. So they're going to go through their, I guess, what they're using for their signs and signals to make sure they're on the same page.
Do want to remind you of your State Farm Insurance agent. Brandon Poland is a proud sponsor of today's game, along with the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market, and the ICC BSU. So runners on first and second now. There is 2 outs with Wilson at the plate. Snap throw over to first. That's in time. Nice pickoff move there to erase that last hit and get the Indians out of the inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 3rd inning, where it'll be the 2, 3, 4 batters to Martin Knowledge, Verdung, and Bain when we come back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. ICC leading this one 2-0. It was a pair of sacrifice flies in the first inning, one by Martin Knowledge, the other one by Bo Rock, that has given the Indians this 2-0 lead here. And for ICC, it'll be Marty, Verdong, and Bain scheduled up here.
Those of y'all interested in more baseball action tonight,
Don't do it to me.
Still got the World Baseball Classic Championship. United States playing in that versus Japan.
What time?
As
Martin Knowledge hammers this one but pulls it foul, so we will keep it here as that's a long strike. So you can join that game after the conclusion of this one.
Sure. I would not tell them to interfere.
No. You want to stay and watch. This is much more exciting.
Well, I think we're more exciting.
That's true, too. As that pitch finds the edge of the plate, 0-2 now is the count here to Martin Knowledge.
Congratulations to the Lady Rebs, too, who are still in the NCAA Women's March Madness Championship tournament there. So they face Louisville, I think, coming up.
They do. Louisville's tough. Louisville's tough out of the ACC. We won't, just because I want to keep a friend in life, we won't talk about the Mississippi State game.
Well, I was going to bring that up, and I was going to say kudos to this ball 2 right there, 2-2 count. That one's high and in tight right there. But your Irish ladies got the Lady Bulldogs the other day.
That was an ugly game on both sides, but we were able to find a way to win that one. Coach Porter not happy with me on that. 2-2 pitch coming. This one popped up right side, and it's going to get out of play, and we'll stay at 2-2.
Yeah, didn't get good bat on that. Martin Knowledge knows that. It was a good fastball that he should have. So fouled that one off out into the parking lot out here. So 2-2 count.
Martin Knowledge puts that one forward, and the pitcher, look what I found. We'll toss it over for the out. 1-3 of Marty. And I tell you what, today's one of those days where sometimes the baseball gods frown upon you, and it's kind of been the case for Marty today. When he hits it, it's right at somebody, and when he hits it hard, somebody makes a great play to take away a base hit.
Yeah, I mean he was able to stick his bat out there and make good solid contact with that pitch right there, but the pitcher was able to just field it cleanly, and so he did a great job of fielding his position and getting the out. As we got Verdun at the plate, he takes strike 1.
Verdun walked and scored in his only at bat so far as he pops this one up, and second baseman going to call everyone off and will squeeze it for the out. I think we're starting to see the Indians maybe losing some of that patience that they've had at the plate up to this point of the game.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're seeing a different style of pitcher this game than we saw in the first game and probably the three that we saw. And there's strike one right there to Bain. We saw a lot of breaking balls, a lot of off-speed, well-placed pitches that the Indians kind of had to, as that ball is grounded to short right there, and they're going to come up and throw, make a great play, third out of the inning. Anyway, we can carry that on to the next inning.
3 up, 3 down, go the Indians there in the bottom of the third, 2-0. ICC with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, can you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the fourth. ICC leading this one 2-0. It'll be the 2-3-4 batters due up. Wilson, Mulhison, and Sheed is scheduled up. Or at least that's who is currently scheduled to be at the plate. We'll see if there might be some changes. This is Wilson, who was at the bat when Gadman was picked off at first. He walked in his, well, technically that was an at-bat, so this is technically his third at-bat, but or at least third appearance of the game. And swings at the first one he sees, pops it up. Center fielder will jog over and will make the play for out number one.
Yeah, kind of went down after that pitch there and was just kind of able to muscle it out there to center field, but popped it straight up. So easy play, easy one pitch, one out. Center field got the out there with Ty Robertson. So right now it's kind of just rolling along pretty fast. You know, Adam, it's 2 hits apiece, and that's all we got to show.
This is Mulhison at the plate now as that first pitch across for a strike. You know, Tarver's, he was told his job today is throw strikes. Trust your defense, do some work, and Mulhison, my goodness, takes a healthy chop at that one, misses for strike 2.
That was a nasty, nasty breaking pitch there that Tarver threw, and Mulhison and his timing and was just way off on that.
This one pops straight up and back and out of play. 0-2 now, stays the count. So Mulhison is at the plate trying to spark the bats here for the Tigers. And he hits this one hard and deep, and the center fielder is going to go back and right a step or two in front of the warning track. Record that for out number 2.
Yeah, and we've seen Mulhison, and he's had some good cuts today, and he has had a good solid bat, you know. I mean, you know, he had a couple of hits in the first game, or, well, he had a single, that line out was a smoked line out to third over there that Verdung made a good play on. So he did have that good single, but so, you know, he's got a good bat on his shoulders.
Now Sheed will step in, takes that first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Tarver at the plate, or excuse me, at the hill, delivers that one and is missing low for a ball. Nobody on base to worry about there. 2-0 now is the count.
Tarver versus Tarver.
So the 2-0 pitch, and he's just trying to throw a little bit too much on that one. 3-0 now is the count. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here for the Tigers in the top of the fourth. And he walked him. Just overthrew it that time. So after 2 quick outs, that's going to be a 4-pitch walk, and this will bring Cartwright to the plate. Cartwright batting in that 5th spot, grounded out 4-3 in his previous at bat. Umpire asking for him to pick up a couple of baseball that's next to the bat. There's a couple of donuts out there that you put on a bat that's a little bit closer to the field.
Lee was taking a picture of it.
As 1-0 is the count. Speaking of Lee and taking photos, you can see photos from today's game at ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. And ouch.
Heard that one up here.
And Cartwright hit by a pitch, and he will head down to first. And all of a sudden, Tarver, who was cruising for a moment, now is kind of lost control here, and we'll have a visit to the mound. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Coahoma, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Coahoma Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Coahoma Community College, the best start here.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't look like we'll have a call to the bullpen here, but the Indians taking the opportunity to start getting some folks loose. Looks like Bo Rock's getting loose in the infield, as well as ICC's got somebody starting to warm up in the bullpen as well. 2-0 is the score. ICC with the lead. There is 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning, but the Tigers starting to get something going here with runners on first and second, and this is Singley, who flew out to center to end the second. He's at the plate. That first pitch, high and inside for a ball.
You got to battle back. You know, if you're Tarver out there, of course, you know, again, a lot of mental things going on here, and you just got to go back and you got to find it. And you got to find that strike zone. And you've had a couple of casualties here where with 2 out, and there was another casualty almost. He threw way behind Singley there. So luckily that didn't hit him. So you're not really sure. You know, I mean, I know, you know, pitching, there's a lot of it is mental and it can be in your mind. But, you know, you go from what he was doing, and then you base on ball, hit by pitch, and now you got 2 straight balls.
So 2-0 now is the count. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. And that one in there for a strike. Nice job of coming back and finding the zone there. 2-1 now is the count.
And that'll help you more than anything right there. You come back, you got to throw that strike, you got to find that zone, and once he did, hopefully now that's going to help you more than anything where you can battle back and hopefully get out of this inning.
2-1 offering coming here. This one popped up and trouble, and it's not going to be able to get there. They're going to try to score the run from second, and they will. And now they'll have runners on the corners.
Yeah, now you got a first and third situation here. It was able to score the run there. Sheed scored, and so that does put you first and third. Coach Connors is going to take a trip to the mound. I imagine we're going to see a change.
With this time out and this call to the bullpen, we're going to hear from Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy, and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Coahoma Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide! This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we do make a call to the bullpen here, being brought to you by Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy. When you're ready to make the call and maybe sell your current home to move into your dream home, check out Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy. And Dr. Boggs, introduce us to the new pitcher here.
Tyler Morrison on the hill, freshman right-hander out of Jasper, Alabama, played his ball at Jasper High School. Does have 5 appearances on the year, got 2 wins, 1 loss, 7 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits on 5 runs with 4 base on balls and 8 Ks with a 6.43 ERA.
That first pitch inside for a ball, ball 1. Tying run is at second right now here, or excuse me, at third, as they've got runners on the corners with 2 outs. Indians trying to find the exit here.
Yeah, he swings through that one. That ball gets away.
And we're going to have a tie ball game.
That's going to be a pass ball right there because that was a strike right there. So that's going to be a pass ball, and so E2.
That allows Cartwright to score.
So that does tie the game now, 2-2.
The count is 1-1. Runner was able to advance to second on the play as well. There's going to be a ground ball. There'll be a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count. Well, the runner at second still belongs to Tarver in this case. 1-2 now is the count. Morrison on the hill here for the Indians. Breaking pitch, and just missing inside. 2-2 now.
Yeah, just kind of hung up there a little too much on the inside. Was not able to break on the end of the inside part of the plate. Like you say, now you got 2s across the board. So 2 outs here with a runner at second.
2-2 pitch coming. And it's going to be a slow roller to third base. It's going to be a tough play. Throw across the way. It's not going to be in time, and that'll be an infield single.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there, Adam, because it was a slow dribbler roller right there. That thing, could have taken either bounce. If you let it go and it doesn't go past the foul line on that side, you look like mud. Pick it up like that, you say, well, should have let it go because it could have taken that easily, bounced to the left side, and it would have been it would have been a strike.
That pitch across for a strike is. This is now Smith at the plate, who had a single in his only a plate appearance so far. 0-1 is the count. Runners on the corners here. That ball in dirt blocked up nicely there. 1-1 now is the count. Well, if you're the Tigers, you're a little hesitant to move that runner over into scoring position, especially with the go-ahead run at third, because they've been thrown out twice and picked off once today. This is going to be a flare to the right side. It's going to be out of play. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, and again, would they try to do any type of first and third offense here if you're Coahoma? To try to get that run in at third, just knowing how valuable it is. Don't know. I'm sure ICC's got their first and third defense on, seeing if Coahoma's going to do anything, make any moves, but obviously they don't. He drives that one to center field, and Robertson's parked under it and gets the third out of the inning.
And that is third out of the inning, but damage is done there as Coahoma puts 2 on the board to tie us up at 2-2 here as we move to the bottom of the 4th. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting set to move to the bottom of the fourth inning. And we get the catcher reset here for Coahoma, as he was on base in the exchange of the inning. And Brad, we're getting ready to head. Now we played 3.5 in this one. Let's get your thought on the game so far.
Well, you know, I mean, again, Indians started out hot. Of course, they got the 2 sac flies that drove in the runs. Got 2 on the board in the first inning, and then just kind of lost control there a little bit. I said lost control. It was just we had to change pitchers. Pitcher, you know, with Tarver just kind of went through a situation there as he takes strike 1 on Jackson Lee, excuse me here. And Coahoma was able to take advantage of all that, and that's what they did. And so now they battle back as they want to be, as that one's popped out to right field. Right fielder rolling under and camps under it and makes the catch. That's out number 1. And now they battle back, and it's 2-2, Adam, and this is where they want to be. I said this last game. I said this when we were basically in this same division. This is where they want to be. They're great with a 2-2 tie right now. They're great running this thing out to the 7th inning with a 2-2 tie, to be honest with you. And that way they know they're still in it, and all they got to do is produce 1 run to win the game. That's going to bring up Bo Rock.
So Rock had a sacrifice fly out to left that drove in a run, and he takes a healthy chop at that one, missing for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 is your score here between ICC and Coahoma. ICC scored 2 in the bottom of the 1st, and Coahoma answered with a pair of runs in the top half of the 4th. As that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
You know, Mulheisen, has done a great job. He's settled down after that first inning. And, you know, I mean, yes, the Indians had hit the ball, but, again, they're out. They're hitting it to people. They're hitting it where people are. And I know that's not easy. You know, it's easier said than done not to do that. But Mulheisen has done a good job and is throwing a great game. That's ball 3 right there, 3-1 on Bo.
And you're starting to hear some life come back from the Coahoma dugout now that they've rattled back to tie this one. As Bo rips this one but pulls it foul, and now the count will go 3-2. Well, Mulheisen, he's been a tough riddle for the Indians to figure out. As this one popped to the right side, and it's going to go off the wall. That'll be a double here for Bo Rock.
Yeah, Bo spanked that one right there. He was sitting on that pitch, and he drove it. It was on just perfect for that left-hander. He was on the inside part of the plate, got the big part of the bat out there, and drove it out there to the bottom part of the 365 sign. Stand-up double for Bo, and that's, let's see, Bo had a double in the first game, so that's his second on the day.
Yeah, that's double being brought to you by Davis Ford right here in Fulton. And I think the right fielder thought that one was out of the ballpark. He didn't really give much of a chase to the ball that time until it hit off the wall, and by that time it was an easy stand-up double. And boy, I'll tell you what, Settlemyers took a healthy chop at that one. So
yeah, he was all in on that one.
So 0-1 is the count here to Jackson Settlemyers. Runner at second in Rock. Settlemyers pops this one out of play, and we'll go 0-2 now. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out is the situation here. Runner at second.
The first baseman gave that one a heck of a chase down there for that one to be as far out into the parking lot as it was.
He just trying to get loose. So 0-2 is the count. Settlemyers awaiting the pitch here and pops this one off, and right fielder's going to give chase, and it's going to get out of play. Maybe their coach said something about the lack of hustle after some of those balls, because even that one was far out of play, and the right fielder gave a lot of extra chase to that one.
Yeah, and again, Settlemyers has got to make the adjustment right now with his bat. And I think Mulheisen knows that where he's got him. So, of course, they're waiting everybody to readjust back here, but then get back in play. But Settlemyers has got to make that adjustment. He's doing a great job, though, of fouling these pitches back, but he's 0-2.
That pitch missing high and outside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count here on Jackson, who is the DH. He flew out to center. That was to end the first. So he'll wait with the 1-2 count. Runner at second. Rips this one, and that's going to be down, and that should score a run. Nope, they're going to hold Rock at third, and that'll be a single.
Yeah, and that's the adjustment you wanted right there. Okay, he was able to get his front foot out there. He was weight back was in the stance right there when he swung through the ball, and so again his timing was on. Everything was perfect. Drove that ball over center field. Able to get a clean single out of it. Now runners at first and third. Indians can elect to either go to some type of first and third offense here, or put it in the hands of Eli Hancock at the plate.
Credit out to the left fielder. We've said this a couple times today. He's relayed the ball in a hurry. If he doesn't get to the ball and get that quickly, then we score a run there. So he does cut down that run. That's going to be a huge play if the Indians can't scratch across a run here in the home half of the fourth. That pitch missing inside for a ball here to Hancock. He grounded out 4-3 and his only at bat. So now they're going to give signals here from the plate on the first and third opportunity here for the Indians. Hancock looks at that pitch. It paints the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Indians not showing any type of activity right now, really, with a first and third situation. Got one out, 1-1 count. Just kind of placing it in the hands of Hancock. Great job right there. He lined that one out there, but
that'll be a sac fly.
Yep, right at the center fielder.
And they're going to relay that one in, and Indians do score. And now they take a 3-2 lead. Boy, you talk about manufacturing some runs. All the Indians' runs in this game so far have come off sacrifice flies. So Rock is able to score from third, and ICC retakes the lead after giving up a pair of runs in the top half of the inning. Now it's 3-2 Indians with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. And this is going to be Robinson at the plate.
You'd love to see him smoke one like he did the last time he was up to bat. And a little hit and run action right there. Robertson was going after that outside pitch right there. Knew they had the hit and run on. So great job by getting a piece of the ball.
So 0-1 is the count here to tie. As we mentioned, he is committed to continue his baseball career at Blue Mountain next season. 0-1 is the count. Runner at first here for the Indians with 2 outs. That pitch just outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We've got Settlemyers at first. Snap throw over, and it gets away. And Jackson is going to get up and head to second. Now he's thinking about third, and he's going to have to hurry. He's going to be cut off, and he's there.
Yeah, they set him on around. Again, that was a long throw over there. Plenty of foul territory over here in Roy Crescent Field, and that throw over to first was way off, and so he carried it out there.
That's a 2-base error there that puts the Indians with the runner in scoring position. Boy, a base hit would be huge here for the Indians. That one off the wrist, and it'll be a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count.
It kind of jammed him right there. Not a bad pitch there by Mulheisen again, in on the hands there. But good job by Robertson to fight that pitch off and live to see another day.
Hard hit ball. Second baseman scoops it up. Throw over. Had a little trouble getting it out of the glove, but was able to get it over in time. 4-3 to retire Robertson. But the Indians are able to get a run back there in the home half of the fourth. to take a 3-2 advantage into the fifth. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the fifth inning. ICC is leading this one 3-2. It was 2 runs in the top half of the fourth inning, and ICC was able to get a sacrifice fly off the bat of Hancock to score Bo Rock there in the home half of the fourth. ICC, they've scored 3 runs, all of them all sacrifice flies in this game.
Number 3, Anthony Newsom.
So Newsom will start us off here to be the 9-1-2 batter scheduled up here for the Tigers of Coahoma. First pitch drifts outside for a ball. This is Morrison on the hill here for the Indians. Swing and a miss for strike one. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. This one popped up. Left fielder giving chase back to the wall, and he will make the play on the warning track for out number 1.
Yeah, Newsom did a good job of putting bat to the ball on that and drove it to left field, opposite side of the field there. Good job with that pitch. It was an outside pitch, drove it that way. Excellent job there on his end for Coahoma. Also, great job, though, on the part of Eli Hancock to track that ball down, get the first out of the inning.
That pitch going to miss for a ball. We go back to the top of the lineup here in Gadman. He's single but was thrown out, or picked off, I should say, to end the inning. Is that pitch missing for a ball? 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, Morrison hitting 84 on that one.
That one in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count here on Gadman. And that pitch, wow. Very generous strike zone there. 2-2 now. Sorry for that natural reaction. As that one appeared to be outside and pulls it across the way. Third baseman finds it, throws it over, and
got him.
Called him out. Boy, if I'm Coahoma, I come out and argue that one. Looked like the runner, or excuse me, the first baseman came off the bag. But 5-3 on the putout with no argument.
Number 5, Kate Wilson.
I don't know if really could have gotten anything overturned there. But now there's 2 outs, and this will bring Wilson to the plate. That pitch just a little bit outside.
Yeah, that one, well, you know, could have put the Gore argument on him. You could have gone out there and just laid it to him.
Got your money's worth at least.
Yeah, you get your money's worth.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 now is the count. That's what I said. I drove 3 hours over here. Might as well have a little fun while we're here.
Would you kick a little dirt like Billy Martin used to?
I'd kick a lot of dirt. Is that pitch missing? No, that pitch called a strike. Wow. 1-2 now is the count. This one fouled back off the netting and will stay at 1-2. I think it's one of those that the umpire's like, it's a little chilly. It's going to get a lot colder as the night progresses. So stretch out this strike zone a little bit.
Just a little.
Not
that
that much. Yeah. 2-2 now is the count. Tell we've caught a few ball games together there, Brad.
And he may be smelling that brother Chris Berger and say, look, I'd like to have one more before I leave, as he smashes that one foul.
And just foul down the line as Almost a great play there by Bo to catch that hard line drive. And now we'll stay at 2-2 here on Wilson. So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Morrison. And a dribbler right back to the pitcher. He will pick it up, toss it over, and get the out 1-3 for those of you scoring at home. 3 up, 3 down. Goes the Tigers there in the top of the 5th. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Well, unfortunately, the music fades out as we come back, as that's one of Brad and mine's favorite song here at the ballpark, Fireman.
Absolutely.
As we're at the top of the lineup here, Drew Capobianco, Matthew Martinovich, and Will Verdong scheduled up here for the Indians. They got a 3-2 lead here. We would love to push across.
Bringing hot dogs up here and they're giving them out. Dadgum, Gordon, we missed it.
That pitch high for a ball. I mean, you can run down there. I mean, we'll put the game on mute and we'll go clean them out.
I think they're giving them out. I think they're done. They're getting the other side over there. Y'all are missing it, folks, if you're not here.
That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here on Drew Capobianco. He had a triple to start the batting attack here for the Indians and just fouled down the line. 1-2 now is the count. Cincinnati's flew out to left to end the second. And now he's got a 1-2 count on him here to start us off in the bottom of the 5th. Of course, we talk about those insurance runs. We talk about our State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. So that pitch missing high for a ball. Whether it be home, auto, or life insurance, stop by to see Brandon right there on South Adams Street. Look for the big red State Farm sign about halfway down the street. This one foul back. 2-2 now is the count here on Capobianco.
Yeah, Mulhausen, he's still pumping it up there. You know, a while ago he still hit 80. And we're in the 5th inning here, so he's still throwing a good game out there.
Cap fouls that one back, and we'll stay at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out as Capobianco starting us off here in the bottom of the 5th. ICC won the first game of the day 11-1 in 7 innings. And Capobianco will foul this one off as well.
Great quality at bat right here by Capobianco, 2-2. The only thing I'm afraid of is we're fixing to have to send Gore to Walmart to get some more baseballs.
As this one hit hard to center field, there's a Hawk out there and a center fielder who will make the play.
Wonderful job out there by the center fielder for Coahoma. That was, well, I don't know who they're saying. Is it Newsom?
Newsom. I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I mean, you have a hawk and a baseball flying at you at the same time. If you see that hawk, the ball's over your head easy. So apparently he didn't see that thing because it was chasing the ball that time, and that pitch missing high for a ball.
That hawk actually flew over the stands right here in front of us and then made a loop back out on the field. So get Martinovich up at the plate.
That pitch nearly hits him. It called a strike. 1-1 now is the count. They always say when you come to the ballpark, you're going to see something you've never seen before. Well, that was just it for me here. Is this ball in the dirt? 2-1 now is the count.
Kind of like a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, that's what I've never seen that at a baseball game earlier today. That was quite bizarre.
Ooh.
This one hit hard, but the third baseman right there at the right spot, and the throw over in time, 5-3. Man, if you're Marty, you're frustrated because you've hit the ball well today. Just played Adam ball today.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's got good bat on the ball. He's just hitting it right at him, and nothing you can do about that but just shake your head and continue to try. You just don't give up, and guarantee you he's not. I know Martin Alderson, he won't give up, and that's going to bring up Verdun.
So now Will Verdun will dig in with 2 outs and nobody on. Takes a look at that first pitch, and it's called a strike. Well, at least one thing we can say about this is the strike zone has been bizarre, but it's been consistent on both sides of the plate.
It has.
And that one called a strike as well. It's almost as if the batter gets closer to the plate. He's pushing the strike zone further off the plate.
Ooh.
And this one right to the third baseman. Great play and the throw over in time. And the Indians get a 3-up, 3-down inning of their own there in the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a break and be back with the 6th right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have another call to the bullpen here, reminding you when you're ready to make the call to maybe sell your current home or do like Brad, buy you a nice summer home out on the beach. Give Tommy Morgan, real estate agent, Ricky Murphy a call. Brad, introduce us to the new pitcher.
You got Bo Rock. We've talked about his bat. He plays first base, starts at first base every game for us, but Bo was out of Amory. He's a freshman. Got 4 appearances on the year. Got a 1-1 record, one win, 1 loss. Does have 1 save on the year as well. 3 2/3 innings pitched. 2 hits given up on 2 runs with no base on balls and 6 Ks for a 2.45 ERA.
That first pitch missing low for a ball. Oh. This one hammered. Oh, this is trouble. Nope, this is a tie ball game. That one right there just left hanging up, and
guess who that was?
Who that was?
That was Mulheisen.
Mulheisen.
I've been saying he's been swinging a good bat all day. He's had great contact, and he swings a good bat. And again, he just proved it right there by taking Bo Rock out. And so tying the game, 3-3, 5 hits now for Coahoma on the day, 4 for Etowamba.
So we've got a 3-3 contest now, and both Tarver and Morrison are off the hook for the decision here. And this will be Sheed coming to the plate. So Sheed will dig in with a 3-3 contest, no outs and nobody on base. That pitch in there for a strike. Yeah, that was one that you knew it when he touched it. It was out of here.
Like I say, he's been swinging a good bat all day, and he put together a hit in the first game. And like I told you earlier, everybody, the line out he had was smacked at Verdun down there at third, and he was able to field it.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Great pitching right there by Bo Rock, because he had him fooled tremendously right there with that off-speed pitch.
The ball got away, so the runner was heading to first, so it will be 2-3 on the putout. So with 1 out now, and this is going to bring Cartwright to the plate. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run, And then he's also grounded out to second. That pitch in there for a strike from Rock. So 0-1 is the count. Cartwright at the plate. And this one right back to Bo. He's going to throw it across the way, and an outstanding job there defending his position by Rock, and now there's 2 away.
Yeah, Rock works quickly up there on the mound. Doesn't take any time. He gets the signal from the catcher, and he just rolls with it. So he's already ready, and there again, like you said, he fielded his position very well right there, fired it over to first, got the second out of the inning.
Singley at the plate, swings on the first pitch he sees, fouls it off for strike 1. Remind everybody, come back on Saturday, weather pending, of course. We'll have baseball right back here on the Red Channel, ICC and nationally ranked Pearl River coming to town. So that pitch missing inside for a ball, 1-1 now is the count. Right back to Rock. He's going to scoop it up again and toss it over. Back-to-back putouts there, and the Indians need to find the bats here after the solo home run by Mulheisen. Ties us up at 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Bain, Lee, and Rock scheduled up here for the Indians. 3-3 contest in the bottom of the 6th. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs bringing this action here from Fulton. As that pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Mulheisen trying to go the distance here. That pitch missing inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
He's trying to do it all for Coahoma right now. You know, he's thrown a good game on the mound thus far and then just had a home run in this last inning up Low Rock to tie the game at 3-3. So
just throw anything to the right side of the plate right now. It's being called a strike.
I mean, you can get it way out there a little bit. Looks like you can get a strike called.
This one fouled off, and we'll stay at 1-2. Yeah, that last one, the catcher leaned clearly into the other batter's box. But I'm saying this, though. He's called it both ways for both teams, and that's really all you can ask. So the 1-2 pitch coming.
Not that far.
Not that far. Just a little low, maybe. 2-2 now is the count.
But good job by Mulheisen to hit his spots right there because the catcher set up on the outside part right there, and that's where he threw it.
2-2 pitch on its way, and that one high gets away. Nobody on base to worry about there. Now the count goes 3-2. Where for the Indians, you'd love to get a run here in the bottom of the 6th and see if you can get a 3-up, 3-down inning in the 7th so you don't have to worry about that home half of the inning to bat. 3-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and Mulheisen fired up after that strikeout.
Yeah, great pitch. He just kind of got Bain guessing a little bit there because Bain was off on that one, and he was didn't have his timing down. He was way out in front of that pitch, and Mulheisen took something off of that and did a great job getting the K.
That was his first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, as that pitch missing outside for a ball. Tell you what, for the most part, he's done a good job of pitching around what little bit of trouble he's run into here. That's a breaking pitch that just didn't turn over enough. 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, Jackson Lee up here, and he flew out to right field his last time up.
Lee lifts that pitch across for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. I mean, he's had pretty good control. He has walked 2 and hit a batter, but that was back in the first inning.
Just about hit another one, but he didn't.
As 3-1 now is the count.
You about talked that one into existence.
I tried. I'll say this. His last batter he hit was Bain. That was in the first inning. Last batter he walked was Lee, and that was in the first inning. So dribbler. And it's going to be a rush play here. Throw from second. Is it in time? No. Call that an infield single there for Lee. And that was a clutch hit there for the Indians.
There's a pitch on the inside part of the plate. Lee just kind of chopped it there and was able to chop it down enough to where it bounced over Mulhausen's head. Second baseman was charging it. And, of course, you got Lee's speed right there, which was huge, and that was a huge help right there, and was just unable to make the clean transition there to get it over to first in time.
Rock looks at that first pitch up high for a ball. Well, Bo can really help his own cause here with the base hit, as he is now the pitcher of record, with the game being tied up in the top part of the inning on a solo home run by Mulhausen, who is on the hill right now. So that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Mulhausen says, I don't like this ball. I want another one.
Yeah, give me another one.
As big as he is, if I'm the umpire, I will do just that.
Well, and they threw that one out in center field, so now we might need to get another one.
So we'll see if that may be a sign, too. Maybe like, hey, I don't want this one either.
I don't want this one.
So 2-0 is the count here to Bo Rock. Runner at first for the Indians. That's Lee, who just reached on an infield single. And that ball gets away, and the runner paused for a second to make sure it was going to get far enough away. Didn't really, but the catcher couldn't find it, and so Lee was able to advance on the pass ball.
Yeah, way to be aware out there on the base path right there by Lee. Of course, he does have that speed, as I mentioned, and so anything away right there gives him the opportunity to advance. You got a 3-0 count now to Bo Rock.
So Rock will dig in, watching the whole way that time. That pitch is high, and that'll be a walk. Borderline pitch going the way of the Indians. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound here, so we'll take a quick timeout, hear a word from Renaissance Bank, and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, as we do have a call to the bullpen here for Coahoma. New pitcher in the game is Ethan Cryer, taking the hill here. And Brad, you got any numbers on him?
Well, I can tell you this.
All right.
This is the number I've got.
Okay.
He's 21. That's his number on his uniform.
Good,
I do not have any stats on him.
There's a good chance it could be his age, too.
I have no stats on Ethan at this point as far as his – so this could be his first appearance on the year, but he is a well, I don't know. It doesn't show his class either, but I know he's from Lewisburg, Mississippi, out of Lewisburg High School.
And just watching the pitch the radar gun. He tops out around 85, 86. And does have a changeup. It has a couple of times dropped down to the mid-60s, so has a pretty big difference in his fastball to his off-speed pitches, as there's one out in the inning, and he'll be greeted by Jackson Settlemyers.
This will be Roberts now.
Yep, Roberts now. Roberts at the plate. Here's that first pitch inside for a ball. Roberts came in to play first base when Rock moved over to pitch. So Roberts getting his first bat of the day. 1-0 is the count. Runners at first and second. Ball in the dirt, gets away. Runner's going to try to go to third, and he will.
Now that's a fantastic job right there by Lee, and there was no hesitation. As soon as that ball hit the dirt, and again, that's dangerous because you got a left-handed hitter up there in Roberts. So, you know, a right-handed hitter, it's a little easier to take third. But he got that speed. He turned it on. He saw that ball hit the dirt. He went ahead and took third. Now you got a first and third situation if you're the Indians with one out.
2-0 is the count with Roberts at the plate. We're in the bottom of the sixth. So that pitch high for a ball.
Hitting 83 right there on that fastball, but right now, 3-0 count.
3-3 is the score. Bottom of the sixth inning here in game two. Indians trying to manufacture some runs here, see if they can complete the sweep of Coahoma. The Tigers trying to find a way to earn the split here in Fulton. That pitch in there for a strike. Good take. 3-1 now is the count here. Cryer on the hill. Roberts at the plate here for the Indians. 3-1 is the count. And that's going to be a walk. And now the Indians will have bases loaded here.
Yeah, still just one out. That was a good eye there by Roberts there at the plate to look at several pitches of Cryer because we have not seen him this far this year, or excuse me, this game. So good job on his part. That's going to bring up Hancock now.
Hancock had a sacrifice fly to center field in his last at bat. All three runs for the Indians have been off sacrifice flies here in game two. So that pitch high gets away, but not far enough to allow the runner to advance from third. 1-0 is the count here to Eli Hancock.
Yeah, breaking pitch. It kind of hung up there in the zone and almost got away from the catcher, but it didn't. So, again, everybody stays put, bases loaded.
So the 1-0 pitch coming from Cryer. Missing inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count.
You know, if I'm Coach Collier right now, I'm taking. Cryer has not shown me that he's going to throw. I mean, he's thrown one strike that I know of since he's come in, and he's ball two. So he hasn't shown me that he's ready to throw some strikes. And I just lied right there.
Paints the corner there. That's what we always do. When we say one thing, the opposite is going to clearly happen. 2-1 now is the count here on Hancock. 3-3 is the score. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. This one popped up. It's going to be an infield fly rule here. So all the Indians will stay put. That's a big out.
Big out right there. Ran it in on his hands right there, and all he could do with it was just pop it up to second base, like you say, infield fly rule in effect. So 2 outs now in the inning. Indians still have an opportunity to get this run in before we get to the seventh with Ty Robertson up.
Robertson at the plate with bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth, 3-3 contest. Looks at that first pitch high and outside for a ball.
Pumping 86 now right there with Cryer. So he's, like I said, I saw him top out at 83, 84, then he just pumped that one at 86. Not going to do you any good. It's not in the strike zone, though.
That one also missing high and outside for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Not a bad spot to miss here. That was one you had to wait on to see what the umpire was going to call.
No, again, that's an 86-mile-per-hour fastball that's right there, and it's close. And Robertson doing a good job of holding.
Taking that time. 2-1 now is the count here on Ty Robertson.
He took something off of that one a little bit and then was able to muster it in the strike zone.
2-1 now is the count. 2 outs with bases loaded for the Indians. 3-3 contest. Robinson takes a healthy cut at that one, couldn't find it. And now the count goes 2-2.
Yeah, and so far, Robertson, all he's seen is fastball, fastball, fastball. That was that 86-mile-per-hour fastball right there. Now you got a 2-2-2, twos across the board here.
So the 2-2 pitch on its way. And can't catch up with the high heat there. Another 86-mile-per-hour fastball Looked like it was up out of the zone, but Robinson couldn't hold off. And Cryer comes in with a clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there to end the sixth. We'll head to the seventh with a 3-3 contest here between Coahoma and your Indians. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the top of the seventh inning. ICC and Coahoma tied 3-3 here in Game 2. Indians won the first game of the day, 11-1 in 7 innings. And got a little bit of drama here in Game 2 as Coahoma now coming to the plate. That pitch missing low for a ball. I've got Holloway, Smith, and Newson scheduled up here, the 7, 8, 9 batters. That pitch finds the zone for a strike.
Great breaking pitch right there on the outside part of the plate by Bo. Runs the count to 1-1.
Holloway at the plate. Swing and miss there for strike 2. 1-2 now is the count. Holloway did have a single in his last at-bat. Popped up in foul territory to the first baseman in his first appearance as that pitch missing low for a ball. 2-2 now is the count here to Holloway.
If you're the Indians, you want to get 3 quick outs right here if you can. 3 up, 3 down will be optimal. Go ahead and get the bats going.
Curveball that's fouled off and out of play will stay at 2-2.
Yeah, good breaking pitch right there. All Holloway was able to do was foul that thing off to the right side of the field over there, out of play.
2-2 pitch.
Same thing.
This one popped back and out of play and will stay at 2-2. So it's Holloway, Smith, and Newson. Heard you on that one.
Well, we had a fan out there who was on the asphalt. You know, we saw one time that had a little fall, but one that almost made a play on that.
And that pitch missing low. 3-2 now is the count here to Holloway. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no out. Pitch coming. This one lifted. Left fielder's going to jog back and will camp underneath it for the out. Well, that one sounded really promising off the bat if you were a Coahoma fan, but luckily for the Indians, it just turns into a routine fly ball out in left field.
Yeah, he was able to turn on that pitch, but didn't have enough on it. Didn't have enough as far as the big part of the bat to get the ball out there and out of the stadium. So, great job as we have now Garrett Smith up to strike 1, but great job there by Hancock out there again in left field.
Ball in the dirt, 1-1 now is the count. Smith is 1 for 2 on the day. He had a single in his first at bat, flew out to center to end the 4th, and takes that pitch missing low. 2-1 now is the count. Curveball couldn't catch up with it.
Beauty.
2-2 now is the count here on Smith. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And this one hit hard. Center fielder's going to have to come charging in and will make the diving catch.
No, he didn't.
No, he did not. Well, just popped in and out of the glove there. So that will go for a double by Smith. Heck of an effort out there in center field.
Yeah, again, he was able to reach out there. Smith, that was Garrett Smith was able to. He just kind of hit it off the end of the bat. So Robertson wasn't. He was playing a little deeper, and so put a charge into it to get there. And from here, at first, it looked like without him, it looked like he caught it. But then I saw the ball roll out behind him from back there. So great try. It's a stand-up double.
That pitch fooled the batter there as it came right back in on him for a strike. And, yeah, it was one of those that it didn't bounce hard away from him, so it looked like he may have got it in his glove, and when he hit the ground, kind of jarred it free. So that would go for a double. 0-1 is the count with one out now. Number 9 batter Newsom at the plate. He's going to roll this one, and it's going to go foul down the first baseline. And, Brad, one big thing that double does also is takes off your conventional double play opportunity.
Yeah, it does, and, of course, you only got one out. So if you're Newsom at the plate, you at least want something on the right side of the field because you want to advance Smith to third. If you do anything, even if it's going to be a ground ball or something, you want it on the right side to hopefully advance Smith to third without out number 2. Of course, I'm sure they're hoping for a base hit right here to score him.
1-2 now is the counter to that last pitch, missing high and outside. That one's in the dirt, blocked up nicely by Bain. 2-2 now is the count here on Newsom. One out here in the top of the 7th. ICC and Coahoma tied at 3-3. Bo Rock on the hill, getting set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, it hangs up just a little bit too high. 3-2 now is the count.
He's run the count to full. Good job there by Newsom to see a lot of pitches and run this count to full. See what he throws here with Bo Rock.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, and it was a timely one for out number 2. Second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Bo Rock, and now we go back to the top of the lineup here in Gadman.
Yeah, it's kind of a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and one that was too close to take. Had to put a swing into it, hopefully trying to at least foul it off. Wasn't able to do it.
So a runner at second. That pitch at the knees for a strike, and Gadman did not like that one as he's going to take a moment to walk away and reset himself here. And now Coahoma's coach is wanting to come down and talk to him as well, trying to just make sure he stays in his moment. Don't let a call like that kind of lose you for a second, as Indians are going to take a moment to get some guys loose on the infield as well.
Well, no, like I mentioned earlier, when it was 2-2, I said Coahoma would be happy being in the 7th inning with a 2-2 tie. Well, now here you are in the top of the 7th with a 3-3 tie. They're where they want to be, and they've got a runner at second. So if there's any way they can produce and try to put a run across the board and give themselves a lead going into the bottom of the 7th, I mean, they're sitting golden right there in their eyes.
Well, it looked like Coach Collier might have been ready to make a move here, but he's going to head back to the dugout. 0-1 is the count here to Gadman. Breaking pitch, lifted. Center fielder should be able to go underneath this one and squeeze it for the out. He will, and the Indians do get out of the slight jam there with no damage done. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th, and the Indians right where they want to be with the 1-2-3 batters due up here. 3-3 is your score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries. Every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-3 is your score between ICC and Coahoma. And it's going to be Drew Capobianco to start us off here in the bottom of the 7th. ICC seeing if they can have some walk-off magic. In this one, we've seen a couple, actually 3 of those in the last week with ICC softball. As Capobianco swings to the first pitch he sees, fouls it out of play for strike 1.
Yeah, you need base runners right here. Obviously, Indians will take them any way they can get them because you're in the bottom of the 7th. And so anything, if we can get 1 run across the board, we're done. So base runners, base runners.
Cap looks at that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Drew Capobianco, he's got a triple on the day. That was in his first at bat. Since then, he's flown out to right and lined out to center. Looks at that pitch, and it's low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Well, as you said, just need somebody on base to see if you can manufacture a run here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 3-3 contest, and that one fouled back, and we'll go 2-2.
86-mile-per-hour fastball again. And Indians are having to make an adjustment here. Now, this game has seen a lot different pitching than what we saw the first game.
So winning the 2-2 pitch here from Cryer. And this one fouled back and out of play. We'll stay at 2-2. And you say that, I mean, we saw a guy that kind of topped out around 66, 67, and now we got a guy pumping in 86, and we'll see what kind of adjustments the Indians can make here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, Mulheisen was even topping in there at 80, 83 at times.
And they're going to call strike 3. Looking there on Capobianco, did not like the call, and he will head back, as that is the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and 1 out now here in the bottom of the 7th. And this is going to be Matthew Martinowicz coming to the plate. We're in the bottom of the 7th, a 3-3 contest. Martinowicz waiting for the pitch. Looks at that one low and outside for ball 1. Well, Marty's hit the ball hard today. He does have a sacrifice fly for an RBI, but he doesn't have anything to show for it so far. This one's up the middle, and the shortstop finds it. The throw across the way. Are you serious?
Yes.
What a play by the shortstop.
And the first baseman.
First baseman with a beautiful stretch, and that's just been it's just been the case today for Marty.
Well, again, you're battling a Coahoma team here who is gutsy. They're scrapping, they're clawing, they're doing anything they can to get that first conference win. They see it, it's in sight. I told you they're where they want to be right here, 3-3 ties, 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. And the hype is definitely on this side of the field right now in their dugout.
Will Verdong at the plate, stands in and takes that first pitch for a strike. He is 0 for 2 with a walk on the day. And so Verdong will have to try to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Let's reset. Your score 3-3 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs. 1-1 is the count here to Will Verdong. Verdong awaiting the pitch. And takes that one off the corner. 1-2 now is the count, and you got to be ready to come to battle there. He's called that one all day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know it's not what Verdong thinks. It's not a strike, wasn't a strike, but he's called it all day for both sides. So you can shake your head, but he's called it.
1-2 pitch, ground ball to the third baseman. Look what I found. The throw across the way for the putout, 5-3. Well, the Indians, we said right where they wanted to be with the 1-2-3 part of the lineup. Well, they go up, 3 down, and we're heading to extras. We'll head to the 8th with a 3-3 contest. Back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading to extra innings here in Game 2. 3-3 is the score in Game 2 versus ICC and Coahoma. ICC picked up an 11-1 win in the first game of the day in 7 innings. So I guess the baseball guys wanted to make sure we played 9. Or maybe not 9, but make sure we make up for that first game, as that first pitch from Bo Rock missing high and outside for a ball.
And this is Wilson, who is the number 2 batter in their lineup. Takes ball 2. No, I'm sorry, strike.
Actually calls that one a strike. Yeah, it looked like ball 2, but 1-1 now is the count. Rock at the plate. That one in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs as Wilson is at the plate. Fouls this one off, and we're at 2-2 now.
Yeah, so they get their 2-3-4, and when I say that, by the way, keep in mind who the second batter of the inning is, and that's Mulheisen, who sent one out into the trees.
This is going to be a grounder right back to the pitcher. Gets it over, throw over in time for the putout. Nicely done there by Rock. Second time that Wilson has been retired 1-3 on the putout. Now, as you said, this is going to be Mulheisen coming to the plate. He had a solo home run that tied us up back in the 6th inning. He flew out to center and has also hit into a double play and swings on the first pitch he sees here. Pops it back and out of play. 0-1 now is the count.
Well, I know Bo Rock, and I feel like right now he's looking for payback.
Mm-hmm. Little redemption here is the 1-0 pitch coming, and that one missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, the breaking pitch was a little low there, 1-1, as you said.
And this one hammered. It's going to be a foul ball as Verdon can't find it, and it's going to drop. It was in fair territory, in the ballpark, but it would have been up against the fence, so that would have been a tough one to play there. But 1-2 now is the count. So Mulheisen taking every bit of the time in the world he can to get back down here for this at bat.
Well, he did throw a lot of pitches today.
Yeah.
This is game 2, and but yes, you're right. He is definitely taking his time to get back there. He's thinking about what he's going to do. He's got a 1-2 count here. He knows he's got to protect the plate. So
Rock getting set to deliver the 1-2 pitch here to Mulheisen. 3-3 contest, and it's a staring contest.
Well, as I saw it, Bain was hopping around back there. He was setting up different locations. Don't know if they weren't on the same page. Now they are.
That ball in the dirt, 2-2 now is the count. 1 out here, top of the 8th. ICC and Coahoma tied at 3. Rock's pitch.
In the dirt.
Now the count goes 3-2. So now the count goes full here to Mulheisen. So waiting the 3-2 offering here to Rock. Hit right back up the middle, and that'll go for a base hit. Nice at bat there by Mulheisen.
I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry, but he swings a good bat.
Yeah, he does. Been very impressed with that young man. As it looks like we're going to have a trip to the mound here, so we may have a change. As we'll take the break with them and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Trav!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
And welcome back, as we do have a call to the bullpen here, being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy, and it's going to be Verdon. Will Verdon coming in to pitch here for the Indians. Bo Rock will return to first, and Dre McCray will enter and play third here for the Indians. That is your Coca-Cola defensive lineup reset here for ICC. At the plate is going to be Sheed. Struck out swinging. He's walked and scored a run and struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That first pitch in there for a strike.
Hits that outside part of the plate. Good first pitch.
So the go-ahead run is at first here for Coahoma. 0-1 is the count here. A little off speed there. 0-2 now is the count.
You had him guessing right there. You got an 0-2 count. Remember, got one out right here. Do have a runner at first.
So 0-2 is the count here to Sheed. Verdon on the hill here for the Indians. Grounder up the middle. This one could be a tailor-made double play. There's one, and there is two.
Great job.
Nice job there by Marty. Coming up and making the defensive play for the Indians. 6 unassisted to 3 for the Little Caesars. Double play. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a pitching change here, and new pitcher in the ball game for the Eagles. And Brad, I'll let you introduce us there.
Got Jake Smith coming in for Coahoma, who is freshman, and Jake came from Cleveland, Mississippi, from Bayou Academy. Does have 7 appearances on the year, got 0 wins, 2 losses, does have 1 complete game, as that is ball 1. 12 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 24 hits on 21 runs, 2 base on balls, 11 Ks.
1-0 is the count here to Bain. And Bain fouls this one off. We'll even things up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. It's Bain, Lee, and Rock scheduled up here for the Indians in the bottom of the 8th. This game was scheduled for 7, so we're in extras here in game 2 after ICC won 11-1 in the first game of the afternoon. That ball in dirt, 2-1 now is the count.
Hey, Adam, you know how you always generally find a way to jab my eyesight?
Uh-huh.
I wonder what Cagle Eye Center would say for me trying to strain my eyesight in the dark in the press box trying to read these statistics.
They would be very upset as that pitch finds the corner for a 2-2 count. Probably as much as upset as the infield umpire would be if we turned the lights on.
That's exactly right.
So now the count goes 2-2 here to Bain. Smith's pitch misses low in the dirt, gets away, and nobody on base to do any damage there. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
You know, Miss Donna Thomas one year, I can't remember what game it was, but she got me one of those little headlamps.
It was football one year.
It was football
last
one
year.
And I should have brought that with me because I could have that on here and I could have that and I could read easily.
3-2 pitch. Ooh. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Looked like he chased ball 4 there in a tough Renaissance Bank strikeout there to start the inning, but a big one there.
It was an off-speed pitch, like you said. I think it was out of the strike zone. It was kind of up in his eyes, and a good off-speed pitch there, and he was way out in front of it. Just a tough pitch to hit right there.
So now this will be Jackson Lee coming to the plate. We're in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out and nobody on here for the Indians. 3-3 contest, and that pitch across for a strike to Lee. This is Smith on the hill here. He is the 3rd pitcher of the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, Lee singled his last at bat. Of course, showed that speed as that breaking pitch right there did not get down and was high and tight on the inside.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Nobody on base right now. That pitch drifts high and out for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Watch the trash can beside that.
Yeah, we got a little fire going up here.
Well, it's the heater, not the fire. Don't want anybody
don't
to call 911.
No, not the fireman.
This pitch popped up, and catcher's going to give chase, and it's going to get out of play here on the top of us in the ICC Alumni Association
I thought
and
that
Foundation
was a perfect
broadcast
one to hit Gore's car.
Well, it might have rolled off the back. So now 2-2 is the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-3 is the score, ICC and Coahoma. Lee thought about going after that one, holds off, and 3-2 now is the count here to Lee.
Yeah, good job by Lee up there to battle and continue to run this count to full. Seeing a lot of pitches.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here is a breaking pitch. It hit, and the second baseman makes the play. The throw, though, is not in time.
I'm telling you, what a play out there. I thought that one was clearly getting into the outfield. Second baseman was able to dive out there at second to stop that line shot out there up the middle. Still a clean single for Lee, but heck of a play out there. You know, kudos to Coahoma and their hustle and all the efforts they're putting into this.
Now this is going to be Bo Rock coming to the plate with 1 out and the winning run at first here for the Indians in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-3 is the score. Rock fouls this one off for strike 1. Tell you what, also kudos there to Lee, not assuming that ball was going to get through and kind of just jogging down the line.
That's right.
So 0-1 is the count. Bo Rock at the plate with 1 out and a runner at first here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner goes. The throw down is not in time, so that'll be a stolen base for Lee. It was one of those that it was close. He looked safe, but never know what the infield umpire is going to see.
Yeah, again, Lee got a good jump over there, and he's flashing that speed that he's had that we saw as at his last at bat. So he's in scoring position.
Rock pops this one up right side. Right fielder not going to be able to get to that one as it gets out of play. 1-2 now is the count.
Anything down in the outfield, Adam, the way Lee's speed is showing right now, he'll score, or we're going to send him.
So now the count 1-2 with one out here. Bottom of the 8th. 3-3 is the score. Bo Rock at the plate. Lee at second, representing the game-winning run here for the Indians. Smith checks the runner, now delivers. And Rock fouls that one off, and we'll stay at 1-2. Good job of finding a piece of that one.
Yeah, it was a breaking pitch, and so he did a great job of just fouling that one off, just kind of tipping it off there and getting a piece. As you mentioned, count still stays at 1-2, one out here.
Runner at second. Lee with good speed. Rock with power at the plate. Smith throws back to second. Runner gets back without any issue. And we'll stay at 1-2. I like that pickoff move there just to keep him honest a little bit.
Yeah, I do. I'm agreeing with you. But if they're going to send Lee with a left-handed batter up at Rock up there to third, I'm going to question that. But I'm with you. This needs to take him back, at least keep him at bay.
So the 1-2 pitch coming. Looks at that one, and it falls off the table just a bit too soon. Coahoma fans did not like that one. ICC fans answering the boos with some cheers. 2-2 now is the count. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-3 is the score. One out and the game-winning run at second here for the Indians. Bo Rock at the plate. Rock sends this one out to right field, and it's going to be caught. And the runner did not go back anticipating the tag. And so now with 2 outs in the inning, the runner unable to advance on that fly ball. And now this will be McCray coming to the plate. His first appearance of the day. So now with 2 outs, game-winning run at second. Dre at the plate here for the Indians. 3-3 contest. ICC looking for some walk-off magic. This one popped out of play. Strike one.
You could kind of tell when the ball came off the bat from Rock a while ago, it wasn't hit as solidly as he wanted it, or anybody, as an Indian fan would want. So it didn't come off the bat just totally solid. So had he got good bat on that, could have been a different story right there.
One of those that going to be a coaching opportunity, as Rick probably will tell Lee. That's one you got to walk back to second and be ready to tag up on just in case. 0-1 is the count now to McCray. Looks at that pitch, missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs. Or excuse me, bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Game-winning run at second for the Indians. Dre McCray at the plate with a 1-1 count. Smith on the hill here for the Tigers of Coahoma. Breaking pitch, hangs inside, nearly hits him. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye there by McCray, and good job rolling that front shoulder, providing an opportunity, if it does, for the ball to hit him and be hit by the pitch and go ahead and place him at first.
2-1 pitch coming. Hit hard but foul. And now the count to go 2-2.
Yeah, he was on that fastball. He was waiting on that pitch. He just missed it. He did did hit that grounder down the third base line, but just foul. Dre probably wishes he had that one back. And 2's across the board.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Game-winning run in a 3-3 contest at second base. That pitch missing outside. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there. Again, not being over-anxious on his part by McCray. Keeping his patience, knowing he has 2 strikes, runs the count to full. Excellent job.
3-2 count, 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th, 3-3 contest. Winning run at second here for the Indians. Runner goes. This ball's popped up, and is it going to be deep enough? Right center fielder, though, makes the play. Tough play there by the center fielder as that ball was slicing away from him. He found an extra gear and made the out, and we will head to the top of the 9th. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here in Fulton. Game 2, 3-3. Back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back. Well, we got a run rule in the first game of the day that was supposed to go 9 innings. Game 2 was scheduled for 7. Well, guess what? We're in the top of the 9th now here between ICC and Coahoma in a 3-3 contest. And, Brad, both these teams have had some opportunities to close this thing out, but can't find that timely hit.
No, they can't. And again, kudos to Coahoma. I mean, not that I'm taking anything away from Etowamba, but they're scrapping and clawing, and they want this game as that's ball 1 right there to
Cartwright.
Cartwright, excuse me. But kudos to them and the fight that they have in them tonight.
That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. This is for Dung, still on the hill here for the Indians. Cartwright at the plate with the 1-1 count. That one missing low for a ball, and Verdung kind of
slipped or something.
Slipped or lost his balance a little bit.
Yeah.
2-1 now is the count here to Cartwright. Cartwright, Singley, and Holloway scheduled up here for the Tigers. A little off-speed pitch fouled back, and that will even things up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs as Cartwright starting us off here in the top of the 9th. 2-2 pitch coming. Ooh.
And he calls that outside part of the plate, Adam. He doesn't call the inside part.
Yes, it doesn't call the inside part of the plate. That looked like a strike 3 call there, but 3-2 now is the count, and he walked him. Well, not what you want to do there. You don't want to give a free pass to that leadoff batter because 9 times out of 10, those situations come back to kind of haunt you there.
Yeah, you don't want any free passes, and, of course, you got to control your emotions out there if you're Verdung on the hill. I know he thought he had strike 3. I think we all thought he had strike 3, and he didn't, so you got to control your emotions. Not saying he's not. Make sure you stay focused. You got to stay attentive to the game, and, of course, they're going to show bunt right here to try to move the runner up to second. They do get the bunt down.
There's only one play, and that is to first. So that will be a sacrifice bunt. I tell you what, if he doesn't slip coming off the mound, this was a situation where the Indians possibly could have got that lead runner, but a great job executing the bunt there. Now the go-ahead run is at second with 1 out, and Holloway at the plate here. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Flew out to left in his last at-bat. Does have a single to his credit. And that pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, that was a good slider type action right there, ball right there. So off the outside part of the plate. Again, though, great job, great execution, as you mentioned, by Coahoma to lay the bunt down, move the runner up to second.
So 0-1 is the count. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up with the fastball there. 0-2 now is the count. Holloway, then Smith scheduled up, and got to be careful with a guy like Smith coming to the plate as he is 2 for 3 with a double. So waiting the 0-2 pitch here.
Ooh, hit him.
Are they going to call it a foul ball?
I thought that hit him.
We're going to see what they call here. The umpire immediately called time in that situation. If they say it was off the barrel, there was a fair ball, and that should be an out.
I think it hit him in the wrist.
I'm with you. It sounded like it hit his hands. And the home plate umpire is, this ain't going to be a good talking to here because the ball was a fair ball. If he's saying it's come off the barrel of the bat, ICC played it through, but he did call time as soon as it hit the batter.
If he called time, then that means it was a dead
Say
ball.
It was a dead ball, yep.
But he's not awarding him first base.
So basically he's saying, my bad, I called time before the play, allowing the play to continue. That could come back and haunt the Indians there.
How's that? I mean, I don't know.
He just called a dead ball before the play was completed. So
yeah, but I could have sworn it hit the guy's wrist. Anyway,
he said it come off the bottom of the bat. So 0-2 is the count now. A breaking pitch that hangs up high for a ball, and you go back to it. That's what the umpire is saying, is that he called a dead ball. And he said it didn't hit him, so that's the reason why he's still at the plate right now.
I'd love to see the replay of that.
So waiting the 1-2 pitch here from Verdun. Can the Indians get around this extra go at it here? Swinging and a miss for strike 3. That was clutch.
Yeah, you got him chasing one on the outside there. Great pitch right there by Verdun. 2 outs now. Runner still at second. And that brings up Garrett Smith.
So now with 2 outs, as we said, this is trouble. Garrett Smith has had a good game today. He is 2 for 3 with a double and a single. That pitch outside, nice job by Bain to slide out and keep that one in front of him. 1-0 is the count.
Smith's done a good job at second up there, too. He plays second for them and has had a heck of a game both games defensively, playing second out there for Coahoma.
So 1-0 now is the count. Verdun on the hill here for the Indians. Smith at the plate. Runner at second. That fastball there at the knees at 80 for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Not one that Smith was expecting at that point, and so brings the count, as you mentioned, 1-1.
So waiting the 1-1 pitch here from Verdun. That one paints the corner for a strike at 79. 1-2 now is the count.
And he's going to call that outside part. So
he is.
You got to know that as a batter getting up there, you got to be swinging or trying to protect the plate, one or the other, to on those outside pitches.
So waiting the 1-2 pitch.
Not that far, though.
And that one well outside. Couldn't get him to chase. Good eye on the part of Smith to hold off there. Now the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-3 score here in the top of the 9th. Runner at second here for the Tigers. Indians trying to find the exit.
Setting up on the inside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts. Huge there for Verdun. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th, where it will be the 8-9-1 batters due up for the Indians. 3-3 is your score. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here. Back with more right after this.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. 3-3 is your score for ICC. It'll be the 8-9-1 batter scheduled up here. Eli Hancock. That is, if everything stays the same, it will be Eli Hancock to start us off here in the top of the 9th inning. Again, this is game 2, so it was originally scheduled for 7. The Indians won game 1 in 7 innings in a run rule fashion, 11-1 in Coahoma. Well, they just haven't gone quietly into the night here. So Eli Hancock will start us off here in the bottom of the 9th. Smith still on the hill. And that pitch missing for a ball.
Yeah, Indians going to try to produce any type of base runners. We've mentioned even in the last, 2 innings now, produce any type of base runner you can. So walks are good, whatever. As long as you can get somebody on base, you're good.
That pitch looping in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Hancock. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Hancock waiting the 1-1 offering. Swings on this one. Rounder to the shortstop. Scoops it up. Throw over is in time for the putout. 6-3.
They played, Coahuma's played great defense today, They really have. So made some great defensive plays. Not to say that was one that wasn't intended to be a routine grounder, but great defensive effort, too, on their end to come in here and Roy Crescent Field and put together a good defensive effort here as well. Then they hit Robertson on the first pitch here, so that's going to produce a base runner with speed. Adam.
Yes, that's the key part right there. With speed is that situation now. 1 out, and we go back to the top of the lineup. This will be Drew Capobianco coming to the plate. He is 1 for 4 on the day with a triple and a run scored. There is 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Runner at first, 3-3 contest. Indians trying to see if they got some walk-off magic. Pitch in the dirt, blocked up nicely there, ball 1.
Yeah, got to be careful here. Of course, that's the runner if you were Coahoma, you didn't want to put on, or the base runner, the hitter, because, again, with that speed. But then you got speed behind with Drew Capobianco as well, but that one's lifted.
A little hit and run action here, so the left fielder's going to go back and make the play. And the Indians, good idea, just couldn't quite get that one down, because if that one gets down in the gap, Robinson with his speed in the hit and run situation scores with ease. So now, with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Matthew Martin-Knowledge coming to the plate. Again, Marty has hit the ball hard today, just has been right at somebody every time he's hit it. So Martin-Knowledge will dig in here. 2 outs, runner at first. We're in the bottom of the 9th of the 3-3 contest. Fouls this one off. Strike 1.
Yeah, a little off-speed pitch there. Had him out in front, way out in front. So all he could do was just chop it down basically behind. So 0-1 count.
So Marty will dig in. 2 outs. Winning run is at first here for the Indians. Pick off to first, not in time. Got to be careful here because the only error of today for Coahoma has been that pickoff when they threw it away and it turned into a 2-base error. But the Indians, I don't believe, were able to cash in on that. 0-1 is the count. That pitch in high, 1-1 now is the count. Yeah, the Indians were unable to cash in on the ball that got away. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first here for the Indians in the bottom of the 9th. Martin-Knowledge hammers this one. It's down. It's going to be to the wall. Robertson takes a wide turn. He's going to head to third. The throw is going to be cut off, and it's going to be there in time. It's over! The Indians win it! Martin-Knowledge comes in clutch for ICC. 4-3. Your final score in this one, and we've been saying it all day. Martin-Knowledge has been hitting the ball hard. Finally puts one where they ain't, and the Indians win it in walk-off fashion. That was exciting, Brad.
Hey, it was. Very exciting. But he did. He smashed that ball, and like you said, you're exactly right. He wait back. He's been doing that all day, and he's just been hitting it at somebody, and that was a line shot that made it to the 330 sign out there in left field, which carried it all out there. And as we mentioned, had it been someone else, on the base pass besides Robertson. I'm not going to say everybody, but Robertson has that speed, so he was able to score from first.
And I tell you what, Coach Collier probably threw his shoulder out. He was swinging him around the bases so hard as soon as he rounded second. What an exciting ball game there. ICC finds a way to win it by the final score of 4-3. Let's just move right into our Renaissance Bank post-game report. And Brad kind of touched on it there for a second, but give me your Orthopedic Institute game recap.
Yeah, game recap. Basically, of course, Etowah came out, and as you mentioned, it was the sack flies, and we were scoring off sack flies. We had the 2 runs off sack fly, and then had a 3rd run that was scored in the 4th inning off of a sack fly. So that was actually the 1 run of this game that was not scored off of a sacrifice fly. Great job of pitching, again, by Coahoma in this game. You know, I would never take – I've kind of boosted them up in this second game. I really have. They came out and they battled. They battled hard. You know, Adam, they lost 11-1 that first game, as we mentioned, which could have been a 9-inning affair. Ended up being a 7-inning affair, and that did not slow them down. And they came back and they battled, and they had some good pitching that came in. They were able to hold Etowah on as far as we weren't able to connect. We weren't able to get our timing down very well. But their pitching kept us off guard, but they played good defense. They played sound defense coming in this second game. And so, you know, I credit them for everything. They came in this second game after losing, ready to fight, ready to battle, ready to try to get that first conference win of the year, and they just weren't able to pull it off here. But it's also says something to Etowah, in my opinion, and that's what Coach Collier is telling his kids. You always got to find a way to win. When you're in conference play now, and that's where we're at, conference play, doesn't matter who it is. You've got to find a way to win. That's how you're going to continue to advance and continue to stay wherever you are or move on up into the ladder. Find a way to win. Etowah did that tonight. It was a tough battle, but they found a way to win.
Your final line of the evening, these stats always unofficial. We get the official stats from the coaches the next day. Coahoma, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. For ICC, 4 runs, 7 hits, no error on the afternoon. Coahoma falls to 3-21 overall, 0-8 in conference play, and then ICC improves to 17-6, 5-3 inside conference play. And we got to pick our Samstown Market star of the game, and
I'm going with Martin Knowledge.
I'm going with Martin Knowledge myself, and I don't know if Uncle Johnny is still working in the garden or if he's able to tune in and watch here. As we said, Martin, that's a sign of who Marty is.
Yeah.
You know, it was a tough day at the plate. Everything he hit was hard, right at somebody. In those situations, you get easily frustrated, give up on yourself, give up on your team in that sense. But Marty did a good job hanging in there, coming in clutch with that double bounce to the wall. As you said, hit that wall and kind of trailed away from the outfielder, and that's what it got the speed for Robertson to be able to come in and get that game-winning run.
Agreed. Yeah, I think he did a fantastic job again. So I'm with you. Martin Knowledge gets the player of the game, and fantastic job by not giving up, even though it could have been easily being frustrated by, hitting the ball hard at somebody. Hey, he came up with his opportunity right there and was able to shine.
Absolutely. That's going to do it here for Game 2. ICC wins the first game of the day, 11-1 in 7 innings. Comes back and wins it in 9 innings. So basically we played our 9 and 7 today as ICC wins Game 2 4-3. Smith was the pitcher of record for Coahoma, and it was Verdun getting the win for the Indians on the hill. You've been watching some of the Little Caesars instant replays from tonight's contest. You can see full highlights of tonight's game and other games by going to YouTube, search Let's Go ICC. Be sure to subscribe to the channel while you're there. So for Dr. Brad Boggs, Lee Adams, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton as ICC gets the sweep of the Tigers of Coahoma. You guys have a great evening. We'll see you back here on Saturday when Pearl River comes to town. Have a good evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.